To seat the brake pads properly, spin the wheel, pressing the front brake. Spin the wheel, nice and smooth and how it is supposed to be. Hi, I'm Dr. Vstrom and this is a two-part video series on the removal and reinstallation of the front wheel for Vstrom800 RE or SE as called in other countries. The steps are similar also for other motorcycles and they apply for all other motorcycles that have a similar front-end system. Part 2 of the video series on the front wheel of a Vstrom800 RE or SE. This part is how we reinstall the already removed wheel. Please note that the reinstallation of the front wheel is not as simple as it seems. It has a proper sequence of tasks that need to be done so that the front suspension and the brakes are perfectly aligned and function as they should. By the way, please note that such maintenance tasks are sensitive because you remove wheels, you maintain brakes, and all these areas are sensitive, and if you don't do them properly, then accidents can happen. I take no responsibility and you're not obligated to follow my methods. This is just a demonstration of what methods I follow to do my own maintenance. So if you don't feel skilled enough to do this task, please go to your dealer and pay professionals to do that. These videos are requested from you, from my subscribers. Please go and subscribe if you haven't already. So it's free, you don't have to do anything else, just hit the subscribe button. It will help a lot this channel, it will support this channel, so go and do it. If you want to help the doctor, there's a link, a PayPal link on your screen, and you can also help to support this channel in this way. Before we install the front wheel, we will first check the dust seals. The motorcycle is relatively new, so what we are going to do is these dust seals or rubber seals, we will not remove them, but we will check them, clean them a bit, and then apply some lithium grease. So I will take some cotton buds and clean the inside from the old grease gently, and then apply some lithium grease. Write me down on the comments and I will let you know what I'm using, because Suzuki Super Grease is not easy to be found and it's really expensive. Now let's remove the excess grease. You don't want to overdo it, of course, because then it will attract dirt. Okay, now let's repeat from the other side. We have got a spacer here from the right side. Clean and then lube with the lithium grease. Same thing, remove the old grease, circle it around. We will remove the excess. Whenever you do tasks like this and the wheel is out, it's always a good opportunity to clean the ABS or speed sensor ring from any dirt or debris, because this is where the ABS sensor is looking. So just clean it, inspect it and so on. Wipe it with a clean rag. Here is how I store some of the parts that I remove with post-it on some plastic bags. The already cleaned spacer, which goes from the right side, from the ABS ring side. Smear some lithium grease again, just a bit on the inner part. So the spacer has got a narrower part which goes inside here,
and a wider part which is on the outside. We applied lithium grease on the inside part, and this will seal the inner part like so. And wipe off any grease from the outer side. This arrow points to this direction. This is the right side of the front wheel that we're going to install, and the arrow points to this direction forward of the motorcycle, and so this is how it is supposed to be installed. This is the left side of the wheel, of the front wheel. There is no spacer here. If you remember, we have temporarily installed the brake calipers on the front, and we will need to hang them once more to install the wheel. And make sure you hang the calipers securely from both sides. Move from the other side and repeat. This is the right side of the motorcycle, and this is the leg where the axle comes from the left side and tightens over here. I'm going to do the opposite temporarily, to apply copper grease on the inside of these threads on this leg. So I will temporarily insert it from the wrong side. This will apply the copper anti-seize grease on the inside threads over here. Now I will remove it.
Take no responsibility and you're not obligated to follow my methods. This is just a demonstration of what methods I follow to do my own maintenance.
As you can see, the front axle on the threads, it has got the copper anti-seize grease, and now we will apply some lithium grease, just a thin film. So this is the left side of the wheel without a spacer. This is the right side of the wheel with a spacer. The tire has got arrows pointing towards the front of the motorcycle, the front of the movement. Both arrows should be pointing here. Take the axle, insert it a bit, lift the tire and push the axle inside. It helps if you use your leg to lift the wheel and start pushing the axle towards the opening. Of course, make sure that the stopper bolts are untightened. You wiggle the wheel a bit and then it gets easier to install once it finds the opening. The axle is properly inserted and I can see it from the other side. Let's take our bar and just snag it a bit. This is the right side where the front axle is inserted. These are the stopper bolts. We inserted it, we just snagged it. This is the arrow that points towards the forward of the motorcycle, same thing from the other side. This is the ABS ring side, the right side. Inside here you can also see the spacer from the right side. Before we remove the paddock stand, because our calipers are hanging and it's dangerous for them to fall, we will first install them temporarily over here with the bolts, and then we will remove the paddock stand and the jacks. Make sure that the brake pads are to the sides, then attach the upper part, make sure the disc is between the brake pads, insert the bottom part, align, holding like this, pick up the other one, insert it to the bottom and tight by hand. Repeat this from the other side. Let's remove the paddock stand carefully. Our wheel is now on the ground and we will torque the axle. It's 100 Newton meters that the manual states, but I prefer to use 80 Newton meters. Again, your responsibility, do not follow my suggestion, torque to 100 if you want. I will use my torque wrench and an Allen key of size 19, the large one. 80 Newton meters for me because I used anti-seize, copper grease. And 100 for you because you didn't and it's dry. We only torqued the axle. Front axle is torqued, but the stopper bolts are still loose, you see? Make sure that you have the ABS sensor removed and attached somewhere safely on the bike so that it is not damaged. We will need the front wheel lifted because we intend to seat the front brake calipers. Left caliper, 2 mounting bolts. Tight the mounting bolts by hand to the point that they are snug and then turn them 1/4 back so that the calipers are loose, you see? We want them loose so that when we come to the point to tighten them, they are in position and in line with their discs. Repeat this from the other side. We are doing this to properly seat the brake pads. To seat the brake pads properly, spin the wheel, pressing the front brake. Repeat this around 5 times. Now we will remove the front stand. The left fork is the free leg which can move left or right to a point, and we need to perform the following task so as to stabilize the front axle, but also for all the components here to find their natural resting position. Then and only then we can tighten the 2 front axle stopper bolts to the specified torque of 23 Newton meters. Without touching the front brake lever, push the suspension up and down 5 times. Now we can proceed and tighten the 2 front axle stopper bolts to the specified torque of 23 Newton meters. So take your torque wrench with a hex of size 6, 23, and 23. We will need the front wheel lifted. Now it's time to also tighten the caliper mounting bolts. So, spin the wheel, press and hold the brake, do not let go the front brake, and then start to tighten the caliper bolts, the caliper mounting bolts, okay? It's a hex of size 8. You don't have to over tighten them, just snug them without letting the brake lever. Pass to the other side and repeat without letting the lever. Spin the wheel, nice and smooth and how it is supposed to be. What we did guarantees that the brake calipers and pads are aligned with the discs. So now we will torque to the specified value, which is 39 Newton meters. Hex of size 8 or Allen of size 8 and our torque wrench. Repeat from the other side. Same thing, exercise 8, torque wrench 39, bottom mounting bolt 39, top mounting bolt for the caliper 39. Now we will install our ABS or speed sensor. Before we install it, perhaps you can check the condition and maybe clean it with a very clean wipe and very carefully. It goes here, like so. So, one here. And the other one goes over here. And make sure also that this part is also attached properly here, like so. Give it some slack. Torque wrench, socket of size 8, 10 Newton meters for both bolts. 10 and 10.
Thanks for watching, and as always, ride safe.